They got a basketball game on. Hi and hello and welcome, the United States of America. I'm Fred Sloan, alongside me, my partner in crime, Craig Elston, and we are bringing you exciting indoor soccer action from Rio Rancho, Santa Ana Star Center, just a stone's throw from beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico, as Team USA Indoor Soccer takes on Team Mexico Indoor Soccer in the 3 of 4 friendly matchups between these two squads as both teams gear up for Australia, the Down Under. Craig, welcome to the land of Mañana.
Oh, thank you so much. It's exciting to be here, flying in with Team USA this afternoon. We wish we could stay longer, but it's the road to Perth, Australia, the 3rd of 4 exhibition friendlies between Team USA and Team Mexico. Both sides fundraising for this 2-week trip down under the WMF World Cup, which will get started October 1st in Perth, Australia. And I tell you what, very interesting storylines to follow over the course of tonight's broadcast here on 11 Sports, Fred, because for Team USA, for Team Mexico, a lot of hard evaluations going on about those last couple of roster spots. There's a lot of players who are not here today who will be on that flight to Australia. But the players who are here tonight have an opportunity to impress these coaching staffs and maybe punch their ticket to another continent.
So for the casual fan, easily equated to the NFL preseason. You're going to have showcase. You're going to give guys opportunities to come out and show their talents and what they can do. Maybe you're a goal scorer. Great. Well, this is a two-way sport, isn't it? You got to be able to do it on both sides of the midfield line. And we're going to see a lot of that exciting action tonight. This Mexico team is set. They are stacked. They have talent up and down and through to through. But before I continue, Craig, my favorite song in the entire world is the national anthem.
Yes.
And I apologize. It's a false national anthem. I thought it was going on right now.
I was standing up. I was ready to go.
My favorite song in the history of all songs, the national anthem. But this Team USA team is very exciting. Rio Rancho is excited to have them. They're the star piece. We're not gonna bury the lead here. It's Landon Donovan.
Yes.
Landon Donovan of international soccer fame has joined us here with this American team, and he's going to travel to Australia and help the boys. Hopefully pulling a couple victories overseas. But this team here, otherwise it's a lot of guys that are here to prove it. We got guys like Tyler Bond, and we got guys like other aspects of we have other players on the team that are able to contribute and do their thing, but the spotlight obviously is going to be Landon Donovan. We're going to see him play a lot, and if you're accustomed to seeing Landon play outside, it's a much different sport, the indoor game. You're looking at 90-second shifts. You're looking at a lot of action. The dasher, or the boards as they call it, those are another attacker often on offense, or they're your best friend on defense if you know how to play them correctly. So it's a different sport. How will his skill set translate to the indoor game, Craig?
Well, it was an adjustment period for Landon when he signed with the Sockers back on February 15th and made his professional indoor debut. What you'll see from Landon Donovan is a pass-first mentality. He's great at moving the ball around. He's great at keeping structure in shape, particularly if the U.S. is gifted with a power play. He's excellent at moving the ball around that, and also look for him to be a feature on set pieces tonight.
Very excited for this matchup. We're excited for it to happen here in Rio Rancho here at the Santa Ana Star Center. We're excited because there's all kinds of talent out here. I'm going to run down a little bit of the highlights from the United States team. Debre Holloman, the finalist from the MASL Rookie of the Year Award, and son of longtime indoor veteran LeBaron Holloman. Now, I don't know the rich history of indoor soccer across the country. I only know the rich history of indoor soccer in two places, and that's St. Louis, Missouri, where I was so fortunate to broadcast for the St. Louis Ambush for so many years, and here in Rio Rancho, where I broadcast for the New Mexico Runners. But talent comes in all shapes and sizes, and you can't easily identify, and often you can't do it quickly, which players are going to excel in the indoor game because it's so unique. Craig, for you, for me, and for the listener out there, who is a spotlight for you outside of Landon Donovan? Who's a spotlight on this team?
Unquestionably, it's the three-time MASL MVP, Frank Taillou. Scored 50 goals last year for the Monterey Flash. He's, I believe, a four-time consecutive finalist for the MASL Ron Newman Cup. Taillou was one of the top players in our sport. He'll be wearing number 14 tonight. He normally wears number 15. He played previously with Monterey, Solis de Sonora, Las Vegas Legends, and now will be debuting with the Ontario Fury this coming season. Also note from the big club San Diego Sockers, in addition to Landon Donovan, Taylor Bond, a talented forward. You mentioned Debre Holloman, who as a rookie last year was impressive in the back for Ontario. Uzi Taillou, Frank's brother, will also be here from Ontario. And then a very strong MASL 2 presence on this Team USA roster, led by Chad Haggerty and Eli Galbraith-Knapp, both from the undefeated perfect season MASL 2 champion Sockers 2. Tonight's goalkeeper will be Jose Resendez from the Chicago Mustangs. Alex Lopez from the Mustangs is also here as well. And we've got a couple of New Mexico Runners players in the lineup.
And you know that's where my insight comes in, because I've been so fortunate to broadcast the Mexico Runners for the entire duration of their existence here in the MASL2. And Miguel Garcia is a unique talent, and Sergio Fuentes can play soccer at the highest level, and we're so fortunate to have him passionate about it here. We're going to step aside for just 1 second as we grace the listener with the national anthem of this great country, and of course the national anthem of Mexico. It's my favorite song in the history of songs, Craig. It's not even close.
Team USA and Mexico getting ready to go here, Fred. And as you mentioned, 4 exhibitions barnstorm the country. May 31st back in Ontario. Team USA victorious, 7-5. Last time out, August 10th in Boise at CenturyLink Arena. It was a 7-2 Team Mexico victory over Team USA. Team USA never really getting the offense going in that particular matchup. These two sides will meet one last time, September 14th. Saturday, September 14th in Stockton at the Stockton Arena. So if you're following us from the Golden State of California and you happen to live in the NorCal Central Valley area, come out and join us at Stockton Arena. Will that be Landon Donovan's final ever professional game as a player? It's possible. Donovan played for the Sockers last year at age 37. He is a very important part of a new USL Champions League San Diego franchise that is believed to be starting in March of 2020. That's not official yet, but we believe that to be the case.
Rumored, they
Landon's
say.
going to be their vice president of soccer ops. He's going to be probably their head coach. I don't think they've announced that yet either, but he spent most of the drive from the hotel to the Santa Ana Star Center in Rio Rancho recruiting a player and trying to sign him and talking to his agent. So I think I know what direction that is going. So whether he maybe features in San Diego one last time or not, some of his very last steps as an actual player, as a field player, will be here in Albuquerque tonight and a couple Saturdays from now in Stockton, California. Landon Donovan, the all-time greatest United States men's soccer player.
That's not conjecture, Craig. That's fact.
A straight fact.
You're delivering facts. Just like my dad used to say whenever we grew up in the get the cars off the field. That's what they would say. So the cars are coming off the field. The goals are going in place. Craig, I've called a lot of games here at the Santa Ana Star Center. And what you're going to see from the crowd, which is still piling in, it's a New Mexico crowd. It's a different timeline here in New Mexico.
Gotcha.
It's the land of mañana. They show up on New Mexico time. But, as they pile in, you're going to get a lot of excitement. You're going to get a lot of energy. And what you're specifically going to get is you're going to get a lot of Mexico fans here in town.
Yes.
Strong, obviously, Hispanic population here in beautiful and historic Albuquerque. So you're going to hear a lot of cheers. You're going to hear jeers both ways. What we're going to do is we're going to have a lot of fun. So normally I'm a little biased to my runners team because I'm the worst broadcaster in professional history. But tonight I'm going to give it to you right down the line, Craig, because I'm just excited for good soccer.
I appreciate that. And tell you what, as a guy coming from the Major Arena Soccer League where many of these players play, most of Team Mexico, some of Team USA, trust me when I tell you the squads that will make the 15-hour flight from Los Angeles all the way to Sydney and then to Perth, Australia, they will be almost entirely MASL players. But there's such a strong MASL presence and soccer's presence on this Mexico team. It's really an entertaining team to root for. You see Monterrey Flash, you see Sockers, you see Soles de Sonora, you see some former RGV Barracudas and El Paso Coyotes. This should be a good one in the red, white, and blue for Team USA, Mexico in black, trimmed in gray.
I'm going to give you the play-by-play, which is the soothing, nasally voice of action here in the indoor. Guy's going to tell you why and how it happened. He's also, because he's a good guy, going to let you know about the score. He's going to tell you regularly. Big shout out to ProView Sports.
What's up, ProView?
ProView Sports is putting our broadcast together. He's going to put our broadcast together, and they're going to deliver it to you. So you're watching us on Twitch, and here's the action. Early, and we're off by DeBray Holman for the United States of America. He has it out front. Taylor Bond with it. Taylor Bond's going to control midfield. He's going to play it back. We're in the defensive third early. Midfield action. It's a special exhibition jersey tonight for Team USA, Craig.
Yes, it is. And that's a story in and of itself. But tonight they're in the whites with the blue shorts and the red numbers. And our thanks to Bernie Lillevoix the head coach and president of the Ontario Fury, for being a very resourceful gentleman this afternoon. Looks like we've got a defensive clearance and a top-of-the-arc opportunity, Fred, for Team USA early.
Manny Ajay was trying to get up. We played out of bounds by Mexico, so we're going to start at the top of the key here. These set pieces are so key in indoor soccer. Landon Donovan. Going to play it to the side, inside. Ooh, inside heel, no option there. Deflected away. The goalkeeper for New Mexico, Diego Reynoso.
Goalkeeper play is going to be something to definitely watch over the course of the action tonight. You've got Resendiz from PASL Action, M2 with Chicago Mustangs. You've got Reynoso, who's considered essentially the top keeper in Mexico.
Marco Tovar for Team Mexico with it. He plays it over to the other defender. It's going to be moved up to, that's Popper, Carlos Popper Hernandez. He's got moves. He goes right, he goes left. He's not afraid to be ambidextrous.
Wow.
Offensive third for Mexico.
You do learn something new every day, gang. Emby Whitey?
I don't speak a
word.
word.
Come again?
Oh!
Popper!
Shades of foreshadowing, my favorite color. Popper sets that left leg, plants, fires with the right.
Took 29 seconds, my friend, for Mexico to tally, but Carlos Popper Hernandez is one of the electric talents in this league, and he's a guy who can break you down from the midfield, but we just saw. How about a tenacious shot from outside? With the indoor football lines, I think that was around the 10-yard line that he put that one home.
It's a three-pointer if they kept three-pointers. That's a fact. Team USA is going to have the restart. They're going to play it up the field. Up and out of bounds. Restarts are quick here in indoor soccer. No reason to wait for the official to set. Ball's played to the offensive third. Mexico goalkeeper Diego Reynoso is going to bring it out. Offensive third for Mexico. In control for the United States. Midfield. Midfield off the dasher again. Going to be a little back and forth. These two teams not necessarily feeling each other out, as you said. They played multiple games in this four-set series, 3 of them in the books, but it's new blood out there, new talent.
And for both teams, honestly, Fred, I don't think there's very much familiarity at all. More within the Mexico side than the U.S., so the feeling out process is really with one another.
Roberto Encante with the ball midfield. Plays across to number 10, Francisco Torres. Francisco Torres is a player. Take him on any squad I would put together. He's a Taylor Bond level kind of guy for me. Inside opportunity for Mexico. Top of the key, turns and shoots, deflected wide. Not necessarily heels for the United States of America early, but a lot of pressure from this Mexico team. They've been in control of the ball for almost all of the 3 minutes that we've played so far. Far dasher. Mexico right to left on your screen. United States left to right. United States in the white, Mexico in the black. That's the headband right there. You want attention, kids. Number 13, Moises Gonzalez, plays for Monterrey. Is that correct, Craig?
Yes, and 30 goals each season. He's one of the top scorers on this field today, to be sure.
The midfield stall. Mexico's going to set themselves. Fresh set of legs. You don't go more than 90 seconds out here, you get real tired. Inside up. Oh, big save.
There's the header try by Moises Gonzalez, trying to put that headband to good use early.
You have to control those rebounds if you're Team USA. Jose Resendez was able to knock it down, wasn't able to corral it, so Mexico is going to have another opportunity. And the team that outshoots is the team that usually prevails in indoor soccer. You can see high-scoring finishes. We're talking 10s, 12s, 13s, not unique to this sport.
Good pressure, Landon
Donovan. Craig, you take it, you love it.
The save, but the rebound's there! Reynoso! No. El portero!
Frank Tayo could not get the rebound and could not settle. He had all kinds of space to the right white, but he took it right at the goalkeeper. Landon Donovan streaking. They miss him inside. USA is going to reset. The crowd was ready to erupt, Craig.
Landon, good look there, and actually Reynoso coming up with an excellent kick save.
There's so much talent out here. For those who have played indoor soccer, you're aware, but these are top-flight athletes. Highest caliber of soccer that you will find in the world and will be spotlighted in Australia in October. Midfield action for USA.
One thing you'll always see when the Tayus are on the floor, Uzi toward the back, trying to find Frank in the front, and attempting to connect those passes that can lead to the best goal scorer that the MASL has ever seen.
Oh, maybe arms might have got a little extended there from Team Mexico. I believe that was Mitchell Cardenas. Oh, forgive me, I didn't quite get the number.
Cardenas,
Okay.
yeah, Mitchell Cardenas.
Mexico with it, midfield.
Wide open was Francisco Torres. No one saw him on the run.
Donovan back on the turf. Midfield. Mexico still in control. It's a ball control game at this point. Control the ball, control the clock. Play at midfield. That's dangerous in the indoor game. Can it be settled? It's not. The dasher and out. If it bounces first, we're going to keep playing. If you kick it directly out of bounds, you're going to get the delay. Landon Donovan midfield. Get your flash photography ready.
Bond wanted that connection through the middle, but Tayu's got it in the corner.
Played out front. Landon streaks the middle. Nothing there. Holloman plays it inside. Off the dasher. Oh, big save. It doesn't look as important as it is, but when Reynoso gets down and corrals that one, and right at the two-line pass, that's about as good as you can do on an outlet.
You know, DeBray Holloman's a player to keep an eye on here tonight for Team USA, a young player with the Ontario Fury who impressed in the limited selections that he had last season in 2018-19. I think he's got a chance to really step up for a bigger role for the Fury this coming year.
Eli Knapp on the field. First appearance I think I've seen from him tonight for Team USA.
And Eli Galbraith Knapp along with Chad Haggerty, numbers 2 and 8 for Team USA. Used to playing one another. This is a good chance for the overlapping run for Galbraith Knapp.
Taylor Bond off the near dasher, inside far dasher. Oh my gosh. It's not the USA has had the ball any amount of time really, but the opportunities they've had with it have been exquisite. Just got to capitalize. Good pressure there. Ball play midfield. Mexico just happens to be there.
Tayu trying to dig that one out. It was Alex Lopez who came soaring by trying to get the header there on the rebound.
Edgar Flores on the near dasher. He's about as dangerous as it gets. If you can get a PhD in indoor soccer, he's a surgeon. USA with it, or excuse me, Mexico with it. They play it back. Played up and out of bounds. Team USA number 17, Mark Hansen.
For a number of the players on this Team USA roster, it's really about being seen by the Team USA evaluators as much as any hope that they're going to make the Australia roster.
Long opportunity for Mexico, just wide. Game of inches here in the indoor. Alex Lopez with it. A little bit of pressure, he's feeling it. It's okay to rub, but you can't touch. Elbows up, and we call that one as Luis Moreno. He got a little more aggressive than he can be. Might have been Hugo Fuentes.
Hugo Fuentes in there in the corner. Great goal scorer and a former MASL Rookie of the Year, 2016-17.
Donovan plays it out. Ball's up, midfield. Opportunity here for the United States.
Good ball. Good idea, at least.
Yeah, well, and the stretch was there from Mexico. They're playing a lot wider than they're standing right now. Mexico with an opportunity. Shot inside, big save.
Moises Gonzalez unable to get first touch there.
Ball clearing in the middle is about as dangerous as it gets in this sport. Offensive third, Mexico is going to bring it back. Edgar Flores.
Tell you what, number 2, Emmanuel Aguirre. He's not a player that's going to stand out to the casual fan. He's a player that stands out to the sophisticated fan because he's a defender where nothing happens when he's on the field. But nothing happens for a reason. So smooth, so much in control.
That's what they say, no news is good news, they say in the indoor game. Mexico still in control. About halfway through the first quarter here. 4 quarters of action in the indoor game. Traditional rules, as I understand it, for this matchup. Offensive third for Mexico. United States corrals. Can they get it out? And they do. Here's an opportunity. Tayu with it. He's going to move midfield. He's so fast. He's so strong. Shot on. Oh, my gosh. I don't have a radar gun. It had to have been 70 miles per hour on that bad boy. Reynoso, hashtag fearless, tweet him.
Great shot, power by Frank Taillou, but he came to the middle of the floor. Bond was running on right wing, spacing for a give and go for a tap in. Went for the power shot in the glory there, and Reynoso has been strong. So has Resendez, by the way.
Resendez is he's a man of many opportunities to shine as he is. Early spotlight for Team USA. Another opportunity. No reason to wait. Far right inside. Oh, and take it away. That's the heist of the century here in Rio Rancho. Carlos Papa Hernandez, he steals it away. We're going to have midfield with Mexico. Mexico on the far dasher. Going to bring it inside. It should be corralled by Team USA, and is. Played to the far dasher. Inside to Landon Donovan. Errant pass. Not lazy, just errant. Hit a little something on it. 1-0, 5:45 remaining here in the first.
You know, Roger Castellano just had his heart pounding inside his chest. Signed from a combine that took place last week in Denver, Colorado. Just received a pass from Landon Donovan to attempt a shot on goal. Instead, he went for the extra pass and wound up dispossessed.
Well, it's a thing when your childhood dreams come true. It's a lot of pressure there.
And this is happening, believe me. A lot of autographs, pictures. Hey, can I get a picture for Instagram? It's taking place in the Team USA locker room.
I took a picture with Landon before the game. I was at Butterflies, opportunity for USA right out in front. Oh, and there it is. Just a little dance in the middle. Is that enough? Oh, it's up in order and out of play. Is that Taylor Bond? I can't quite see.
Clever try by Bond, but the ball too high up on his leg, trying to guide in a floater.
They're going to take a break on the field, and we're going to take a break here when we return. More exciting indoor actions. Team USA hosts Team Mexico. We are back at it live on 11 Sports in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. United States hosting Team Mexico in an exciting indoor action. Just under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. I'm Fred Slow, alongside me and my partner in crime, Craig Ellison. Woo, we're having a lot of fun early. It's been an exciting back and forth. Mexico with an opportunity. They're going to move to the offensive third. Two-line pass. Let's bring it up top. Opportunity for the USA. And you have to capitalize on these opportunities here. Oh, they're not going to let you start that fast.
He was going for the quick restart, Taylor Bond.
Everyone knows the rules. Everyone knows the rules. You can't cheat the official.
Well, for Team USA, anything they can get in a set piece, that's going to be where they might be able to do a little bit of work here in this match. And in this case, even a yellow line free pass, chance to frame something up. Well, wait, let's do it again, says Graham Florence, our official.
Okay. Can we give some excitement to the crowd here, Pink? Let's make some moves. All right, ball's in action. We restart. Uzi Teu's going to play to the near side. Oh, shot on opportunity. Taylor Bond's going to put a little pressure on. Play back to the Mexico goalkeeper, Reynoso.
Diego Reynoso, excellent with his feet. In fact, one of the best with his feet in professional indoor soccer. And if Team USA can start to aim their shots a little higher, That's where the statistics say that Reynoso is more susceptible, the upper V.
The indoor ball is a heavy ball. It is a ball that flies. It does some things, so you got to put a little English on it, or maybe if you're for Team Mexico, a little Spanish on it. Good opportunity for USA right here. Errant pass, good pressure. Ball's played back. Midfield, near side. Opportunity for America. Knapp with it, plays it back. Haggerty has it. Midfield still. USA fresh legs. Landon Donovan. The crowd erupts. Ball played up. Frank Tayu with it. Another opportunity side. Is that 3 or 4 shot attempts there for Frank? And he just hasn't been able to capitalize on one yet, but it's not lack of effort. He's running in spurts there. No travel day got him slowed down.
Yeah, Tayu's going to try and generate offense every shift on the floor. And by the way, he's very good as being the front end, the top of high pressure as well.
Mm-hmm. Landon Donovan's going to cause an errant pass. Ball's played inside.
And then avoid having a handball that was quite obvious called on him.
Mexico inside and just got underneath that one. Moises Gonzalez.
Oh, he wanted to explode side netting with a golazo right there. Tough angle to put in that type of rocket shot.
Well, I'm going to get a headband and I'm going to get it autographed. Here's a USA opportunity. Out in front. Off the dasher, it's in. Oh, Taylor Bond can't capitalize. There's some bodies flying. It's physical, it's exciting, and they're going to turn it the other way. They're going to say out of play. Disregard the physical contact.
Now Reynoso has the right to try and get to that ball. Mark Hansen crashing on the back post looking for the rebound. But Reynoso, how much has he controlled the back end for Team Mexico in this opening quarter?
Start the clock. Here we go. Mexico with it. Reynoso was a player.
He's always in that first, second, third team discussion for MSL Goalkeeper of the Year.
Ball midfield. The pacing by Mexico is decidingly different than the pacing by the United States. It's a control aspect so far.
Correct.
They're setting their pieces. They're going where they want to be. They're doing what they want to do. USA has just been a lot of opportunity off turnovers. It's been a lot of transition, and similar to all games that go back. Oh, here's an opportunity here for the United States. Donovan with it, just as we spoke. Donovan on the right-hand side. He's going to move down the far side. He's going to look to the far side. Shot on, and scores! Landon freaking Donovan. And the crowd erupts here in Rio Rancho as the United States of America ties it 1-1 with Mexico. 2:06 in the first. Cross it off the bucket list, Craig. I called a Landon Donovan goal.
And that was one of his prettier finishes in indoor soccer as a soccer or as a member of Team USA. First the steal at midfield, and then always using spacing here. Critical the left wing runner, which I believe was Bond, always forcing the defender to stay in the middle, never able to commit. Same for Reynoso. Donovan waiting for the exact moment to strike, and he does with a perfect shot. And what did I talk about? Going high on Diego Reynoso, the higher shot. Reynoso looking to stop low, and instead with a timeout called on the floor, tied 1-1, and Donovan having marked in consecutive exhibitions for Team USA.
Team USA taking a timeout to allow the crowd to celebrate just one more time. Timeout on the field means timeout in the booth. We'll be back with more indoor soccer action live from the Rio Rancho Santa Ana Star Center on 11 Sports.
One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
Just like corduroy, we're back. Indoor soccer from Rio Rancho Santa Ana Star Center. I'm Fred Slow. Alongside me, my partner in crime, Craig Elston. ProView Networks, producing our broadcast today for 11 Sports. Team USA just knotted it up at 1-1 against Team Mexico on a Landon Donovan scorcher. Live action.
Jose Resendez is going to be put under pressure, and you talked about it before the Donovan goal, the contrast in styles here, Fred, and for Team Mexico, kind of playing a classic outdoor style, possession, wearing down, breaking down. For the U.S., the classic response to that, which is absorb and counter, and it's been almost entirely on counters where we've seen Team USA have an offensive chance. Now, here's a little bit of a switch as USA tries to turn up the pressure and gets a turnover.
Turnover here for the USA. Opportunity out front, shot up high and over the goalkeeper, number 11, that's DeBray Hulleman.
But you see the power of that shot.
Oh, you absolutely do, don't you? And there's a couple guys in the world that can do what these guys are doing here, and we're so fortunate to have almost 30 of them. But what they can do with this ball is poetic. It's an art form. To be able to lift it from where it is at the speed and intensity they do and the goal-scoring opportunities, we're fortunate to be in the position to watch these two teams play at this caliber. Back to play-by-play action. Mexico with an opportunity out front.
Yeah, Popper, another good bid right there.
Deflected away, and big surprise. Frank Tayo up front. Put in the pressure. It's a pressure game. Landon Donovan midfield. Might have an opportunity to do something defensively here. Just a little pressure. Mexico plays to the inside. All the way to the goalkeeper. You keep a foot inside the box there, and you're good to play it by hand. Out front, that's Taylor Bond, I believe. God, he's good looking. Ball's played in the offensive third. Bond comes off, and the crowd exhales.
Fine young lady in San Diego by the name of Christina would agree with you.
Is that a fact? Good for the Bond family.
I mean, I think it's a fact.
Well, my heart has been broken here in Rio Rancho as we return to action.
Shout out Christina Stieg.
Ball's played to the offensive third.
Woo.
Landon Donovan plays it up and out of play, so we're actually going to get procedural there. No.
And he wanted to hit it off the top of the glass. Yeah. You saw his intent. And LD shaking his head because he's conceded top of the arc. And now let's see what firepower comes out for Team Mexico. And not surprised that Moises Gonzalez is the guy that's going to want to get on the end of this. But Eric Yon Ponce from RGV is the man at the top to distribute, number 8.
Watch the near dasher. 3-man wall. Ball's played to the far side inside. Oh, big save! Jose Resendez goes down. The ball rebounds out and up and out of play. Do you want me to go down there and grab that? I can get that real quick.
Resendez, impressive. And I tell you what, he's moved pretty well post to post so far.
We'd only had but a second left on the restart, and they used that entire thing into first quarter action here. 3 minutes, and we'll be right back. USA, Mexico, 1 apiece, 11 Sports.
Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
Back at it again in Rio Rancho. If you're not familiar with the landscape of New Mexico, we're about 10 minutes from Albuquerque, about 10 minutes. USA versus Mexico, 1-1. Exciting first quarter action, Craig.
Yeah, impressive. I thought Mexico was coming out and scoring 29 seconds in. Could have set a much different tone, but after that, really, when you look at chances, I think Team USA had more overall.
If you're dialed in on us on Twitch, we're going the other way now. USA is going to go right to left. Mexico is going to go left to right. Early action, offensive opportunity here for the United States. It's going to be played out to midfield. Landon Donovan, if you missed it, already put one top shelf. That's where Mama keeps the cookies at home. Top shelf. Team Mexico with it. Ray Contreras is going to play it over, midfield with it. Large contingent of Mexico fans here in Rio Rancho. Obviously a large Hispanic population in New Mexico.
When it comes to pressure, keep an eye on when Ray Contreras, number 3 for Mexico, is on the field, and Frank Tayu is there for USA. Tayu has had a steal from Contreras that led to a goal, and I believe each of the last 2 times Monterrey played. Oh, look who just stole one from the other.
Tayu with he's got Bond. Bond with an opportunity inside heel. There it is. Oh, and it's shot up and wide. Goal rebound. Oh, my God, inside top bar. Played out front. Taylor Bond still putting pressure on Donovan. Missed it. Rebound missed. Back up front again. Another opportunity for the United States.
Frank was doing the airplane. He thought he scored. He hit top bar and down and out.
Taylor Bond with it. He can score from there. She'll look for Donovan. Donovan would be on the rear heel. Played inside. Bond misses just wide. Reynoso cools the other side of the pillow, right?
You know, just before this, Chad Haggerty was rushing in on a ball in the air, and Reynoso just calmly headed it away.
Donovan opportunity in front. Almost taken away by Mexico. He gets it back. He's got an opportunity there. Inside shot, no. Deflected wide. Rebound corralled, no. Still loose. Mexico with it. Can't clear inside. Frank with it again. Opportunity for the United States. On the inside third, here it is. Oh, and playing against the board. Arms wide. Usually a call, not a call. Mexico clears. Escante gets it out. Mexico with it. Shot on. Just wide.
Good look by Ponce.
It's going to ride 3 parts of the dasher back out to midfield. Donovan comes off. Mexico with it. Played to the far dasher. It's 3 points if it counts. No. Off the far dasher again. Corralled again by Mexico.
Dangerous lineup here on the floor for Mexico.
Oh, this whole team is surgical. Ball's played inside. High and loose. United States gets it. You can head back to the keeper, so that's a clean ball.
Smart play by Chad Haggerty.
One line. That's a long one. If Mexico touches it, it's in play. Off the dasher is in play. Ball's up. Mexico goes down. No call. Taylor Bond with it. Oh, he looks good even when he falls. Here comes Mexico on the comeback. Midfield. Bond is so fast. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
And that's a foul and a card, and that'll be a power play for Team Mexico. As Taylor Bond, trying to hustle back and get into the play, winds up just charging through Moises Gonzalez from behind. Easy one to call. Bond thought maybe originally this play could have been whistled against him, but then on the attack, I mean, come on. That's a pretty solid tackle. That might have actually been flagged for going up high in the NFL these days, too.
Moises Gonzalez was on the attack for Mexico, and he's a guy that you don't want on the field whenever you have a scoring opportunity. I don't think they're going to call a penalty kick here. It was a blue card, but it's not as if he was unabated to the goal, so it's going to be a restart for Mexico.
So this power play will count down either to 10:05 remaining in the half or to a Mexico goal, which could unlock a 1-1 tie.
The power play in indoor soccer is unlike any other power play in sport where it's almost expected that you score.
Well, it's far more to a 50% proposition and higher for good teams. Whereas in hockey, of course, you're always thinking 15 to 20% is good, but it's just because of the simplicity of the ball being bigger and possession being easier. Plus no offsides.
Runs on the restart, playing inside. Oh, long and wide by Gonzalez. They just kick it so hard.
Two guys to watch here. 17 on the wing is Edgar Chapa Flores and Eric Ponce at the top of the umbrella. There's Popper on the left wing.
Ponce with it. Plays to the far side. Settled. Back to Ponce. He's got Flores to the far right if he wants it. Nope. Back to the far. Inside shot just wide. That's going to roll safely to the midfield. Mexico corrals. Flores with it. Looks inside. No. It's a full cross. Near board.
Shifty. Ponce needs to finish that or at least put it on frame, but Moises Gonzalez showing the skill, the foot skill in particular, to create spacing within the power play unit. That was very impressive by Moises Gonzalez, an impressive player by all rights.
Ponce's opportunity was more of a Carly Lloyd field goal. It was a little too high. Mexico with it. Far side to Gonzalez. Gonzalez settles. Ponce out front. He's got a shot, decides not. Plays it to the far side. It's number 7, Hernandez. Popper's going to take it.
Doing him dirty, Popper. It's a 2-popper tonight. As Carlos Hernandez, again, that foot skill, devastating. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Popper with the electric right boot. He has marked his brace and given Mexico a 1-goal lead.
And there's something to be said about being able to put that much power from the right side and force the ball to do that thing to the left. Ooh, got some talent on this field. Who's all going to Australia, Craig? Who can we see outside of Mexico and in the United States?
Well, for Team Mexico, as mentioned, Reynoso in goal is kind of an automatic. And I think a player like Popper is an automatic for me, too. I think he's one of the best players in the league.
In the world. Also, I often blow things out of proportion. Reynoso clears. Midfield, USA tries to corral. Knapp with it. Play back to the midfield. Mexico takes over.
And there's Aguirre, number 2 on the left side. And again, you just see that calm, the balance. The pressure's coming to the other side of the field.
And Reyno plays it over. It's going to go up and out of play. It'll be USA ball. Good opportunity for Team USA.
Now this was inaccurately ruled on the near wall. It should not be top of the arc. It should be a restart from the wall.
I think it will be. I think they're going to get it right.
Okay, they've got that fixed now. Is it one hop to the low wall?
Well, and Hugo Puentes said, excuse me, I know the rules. It's not my first game. Ball's played in front. Landon Donovan with it. He'll score from there. Shot on and deflected. Mexico clears. Manny Ajay, AJ, is the fastest human being I've ever seen.
Watch the Olympics ever? Got some tapes I could show you.
USA in the defensive third. Here they are on the attack opportunity for the red, white, and blue. Ball's played in front. It's the far dasher, near dasher.
Oh,
played up and around. Well,
easy call.
Can't do that, Frank.
Easy call.
Frank Taillet just puts a little stretch there in the elbow. Can't keep that straight elbow.
14 on 14 right there with Luis Medrano wearing 14 for Mexico against the King Taillet. They're used to seeing the 1-5 on his back. He's got the 1-4 tonight.
Opportunity for Mexico as they move into the offensive third. Shot on, big save. Jose Resendez, he's going to move right, fall left, throw his body down on it. USA in possession, midfield, Taylor Bond. He's so fast. Oh, not Taylor Bond, excuse me.
The other blonde beauty.
Yes.
Eli Galbraith Knapp.
Get ESPN the body out here. Uzi with it. He's going to take it back in the defensive third. Take his time. The red numbers on white jerseys. Good kits for Team USA. Ball's played inside. Taylor Bond off the shoulder. Shoulders aren't hands, apparently.
Yeah, not a handball.
Little
There's
pressure
another crushing foul. This time from Uzi.
Going to get a reputation, guys.
When Uzi hits you like that, the call is semi-automatic.
He's the best in the business, folks. Team Mexico with it. Reynoso goes midfield. Better turn around. Played up and far dasher.
Smart idea there by Reynoso.
It's a clever game if you know how to play it. Resendez gets it out. Castellano with it. He played it back. Frank Talia with it. He's going to play midfield. Played back. 9 minutes here in the second quarter. Mexico nursing a 1-goal lead against Team USA. Defensive-minded so far this one.
And Mexico going to mark up and down the field and getting the steal.
There's a
good run back.
not the example for the class as far as that clearing attempt. USA with it. Landon Donovan streaking. He was missed. Ball's played up. Opportunity perhaps. Nope. Far dasher. Midfield taken away by USA. It's 3-on-1 if they hurry. Landon Donovan. No offsides in the indoor game.
Yeah, Donovan was cherry-picked for the 1v1.
You used a word I try not to use. He was a bit of a cherry picker. Mexico with it. Didn't quite get all of that one.
Hey, there's no offsides. Cherry-picking is a valid strategy in professional arena soccer.
Donovan with it. They turn the lights a little brighter for the photography.
It's been a good game for Landon. And by the way, he's been taking a highly regular shift. Man is in Kansas City all week completing his B USA Soccer coaching license.
He does it physically, he does it emotionally, and now he's going to do it mentally. He's the holy trinity of soccer.
Here comes the pressure now with some less experienced players in the back for Team USA. Mexico cranks it up.
USA with it. Bond with it. Oh, with the little toe touch. Didn't quite pull it off, but a little creativity points. And Bond puts Francisco Torres on his hiney. It's the official word, hiney.
4 personal fouls equals a blue card, but when you get called for a blue card, it doesn't double count against you. So Bond's already got a hard blue, and now he's got 1 personal for the half.
You can't double count a blue. You can't triple count a double count. What was it, Craig?
Blue only counts as a card. It doesn't count as a personal.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Ball's played at Mexico with it, midfield.
Perfect pass, Popper.
Francisco Torres with it. 2 defenders for USA. He's playing it inside. That's opportunity for Mexico. Taylor Bond with a big sliding opportunity to stop inside off the inside dash. It's going to come USA on the turnaround. They can't quite clear. Brought back by Mexico. Mexico goes midfield. Gonzalez with an opportunity. He's going to turn, look. Didn't get that one either. Good pressure by Knapp as he's able to misdirect it.
Correct.
Ball's cleared.
Some solid defensive pressure there. Resendez was beaten previously by the Popper shot, and it just missed that red post going in.
Well, it's not necessarily what you do, but it's often what you don't do. And Resendez is not going heels on any of these opportunities. Donovan with it. Goes inside, moves right. He makes an opportunity. Ooh, it's far and wide. San Diego Star Center was ready to erupt. Mexico on the rebound. They have a transition opportunity here. I believe that's Flores. Excuse me.
Yep, far post Moses.
Thank you, Craig.
Popper couldn't get the ball, though. Across to him. How about that hustling defense by Uzi Tayu? Strong. Strong with his legs, strong with his feet there.
And of course, who's he going to get it to? His brother. Midfield. USA is going to keep the same legs out there. Nope. Here's a shift change. Spoke too soon. They settle. They set. Got some new runners. USA with it. Corrals. Taylor Bond. He's a talented kid. Going to be a turnover here as Mexico is able to strip it away. If Mexico would have settled it, they'd had a transition opportunity, maybe even a 3-on-2. Midfield. Played center field. Off the dasher. Opportunity for Mexico. Settled. Cleared across the pitch. Might have had a little.
Well, that was a definite foul. They were playing advantage for a moment before calling the foul because Tovar took a hit up high. So free kick Mexico.
Probably won't get the 3-man wall here. Not that you can't score from it. You absolutely can. Devar restarts it. Plays it over to Flores. Flores back to Devar. Under 5.5 here in the second quarter. Mexico with another opportunity. Flores again plays off the dash. That's a good pass if that gets through. Here's the opportunity. Rear heel, shot on. Oh, big save. The defender for the United States.
That was the pride of the runners, Miguel Garcia, clearing a ball off the line to keep it from being 3-1.
Double H, hometown hero.
Look out.
Ball's played in front. Mexico. Oh, big shot on and save it.
Best save Resendez of the night, one-handed. And that was Puentes wide open from the top of the arc.
You know, he can swat a fly. Did you know that?
Resendez can.
Resendez can swat a fly out of midair. Mexico with it. Miscommunication there. Turnover for USA. Donovan plays it back. USA takes it back to the goalkeeper. Resendez plays it up. Tayu with it. Back to the goalkeeper. Donovan near side if you're watching at home. Turnover to Mexico.
Resendez had the right idea there, but I think the ball took a hop off the wall that he wasn't expecting. Kind of a deader hop than he anticipated. Wound up being an exchange of possession.
Ball's in midfield. The second half of the second quarters looked a lot more like the first quarter for Mexico. Patience, timing, a little more set plays. You're going to see a little streak here off the camera as Cardenas, he's going to move through the box. Mexico midfield, they're going to play it across. Shot on, and that one wouldn't be good from 60, 3:26 here in the second quarter.
You know, a lot of the work that Team Mexico is doing right now, Fred, they are making investments in the future. They're investing a lot of angel capital, so to speak, in this match so far. All this possession, the idea is to wear down Team USA. Last time they met in Boise, 5 of the last 6 goals scored by Mexico in the second half.
Speaking of being worn down, I'm worn down from all this exciting action. There's a break on the field, so we're going to take one too. We come back, the conclusion to the first half. United States of America chasing Mexico by 1. You're watching 11 Sports. We're back live again. Action Tigers. United States with it, midfield. Bond with it. He's going to play it back. Defensive third for the United States as they are currently in possession. Ball's played up. Bond has it. He's dangerous from here. Watch him turn and score. Plays it back. Played across the field. Far dasher, midfield. United States in possession. They got to turn and look, and they might do it here. Bond, I like the pass. Inside opportunity. Might have been a handball, but it's played up and wide and over.
Eli Galbraith-Knapp right there. Best he could do with a ball that was up too high for him really to get his leg high enough to strike it downward toward the net. A lot of hard work, though, when 12 and 2 have been out there digging in the corners.
Needs Pilates. Work on that stretching. Start the clock as we're back at action.
I mean, they could start the clock.
They could start the clock. I got one pet peeve in sports.
Well, let's see if those extra 5 seconds prove critical tonight, Fred. Keep that in mind if someone scores in the last 5 seconds of this game. It never should have happened.
Unless, of course, it's the good guys, depending on who you're rooting for. And Kismet it was. It's a good balance of a crowd here in Rio Rancho. Everyone's just excited for exciting play. This is when soccer's at its best. A lot of kids. I bet you 75% of this crowd is kids. 3 out of every 4. That just kind of gives you an idea of the balance of soccer in the United States right now. It is such a youth sport. Contreras with it. He's going to play it to midfield all the way over to Torres. Torres with it. He's going to play to the far dasher. Back to Torres.
Hank Stram soccer going on right now, matriculating the ball down the field.
I'm a soccer guy, but I'm a sports guy. I like your stylings, Craig. Mexico with the midfield, play to the far dasher. They got some fire out there right now.
Look at that stop and go.
Yeah, Papa Hernandez is on the
completely fouled. Yeah. Should be a blue card, maybe. Absolutely could have been and is. Oh, no, pardon me. That was just showing officials' timeout there, Graham Florence. But Carlos Hernandez is the best player on the field so far today.
Best player in the world.
Ever watch European soccer?
It's hyperbole, Craig. I'm selling the product.
Got some YouTube clips to text you later.
I'm a big WWE mark, okay? I'm into the grandiose.
But Papa, I tell you what, he's putting on a show of foot skill tonight.
Moises Gonzalez is going to restart from Mexico. Watch a goal here.
Oh, the run up and call timeout. We always like that one. Try and see what the defense has to offer and plot and scheme against it. Neither national team head coach made it to Rio Rancho tonight, Fred. For Team USA, it's the Soccer's head coach owner, Phil Salvaggio. He had an important business weekend. Phil, also the owner of Calafino Tequila, one of the great tequila brands up and rising in the nation.
I have a new best friend.
And work duties called him away. He is watching. I've already received a text from Phil, so shout out to Mr. Salvaggio. And then his assistant coach with the San Diego Sockers and a former Sockers great and Tijuana great in his own right, Rene Ortiz, the head coach for the Mexican national indoor team, also away. This is a huge coaching weekend, actually, in San Diego. There's a ton of big Southern California tournaments. That's a top reason why you've got such an M2 instead of MASL flair for Team USA is easily 5-6 players that would be here aren't here because of that.
Well, and doesn't that a little bit talk to the talent level of both these leagues? Like, it's not necessary that you could pull an entire MASL2 team and put it in the MASL, but there are absolutely players that can be picked that could compete at that highest level, and they're showcasing that right now.
Well, let's see what they come up with now. It's Contreras wide. Moises looking to strike. Escalante is the second option, and you got a player on each post.
It was the summer of '96 when the Macarena took the United States by storm. Gonzalez on the restart. That's going to leave a mark.
Good block shot, Tayu.
Gosh, that's how you earn the one first-class ticket on the way home. Ball's played up. Mexico with it. That's going to be 2 lines. Let's go the other way.
And yeah.
A little delay again. Let's have some sportsmanship. I got 2 kinds of ships I love. Number 1, fellowship. Number 2, sportsmanship.
Partial to the tugboat. Yellow line straight away, and let's see how Team USA can put something together now.
Restart USA. And just like you do when things get exciting, or at least that's what my high school girlfriend said, slow down.
I'd like a supercut of all the times players run up and then turn around and signal timeout. I'd just like to watch that for about 6-7 minutes on YouTube.
They're going to take just 30 seconds here, and we're going to take it too when we return. The final minute of action here in the second quarter, USA chasing Team Mexico 1-2. You're watching us live on 11 Sports. Donovan restarts for USA. It's played in front. Cleared quickly by Mexico. Mexico rear heel. Donovan takes away off the dasher. That's how you play the indoor game. Ball's moved inside. Taylor Bond. Taylor Bond with it. Plays it. Oh, big shot. Donovan's got an opportunity. Goes up. Is it a handball? It is not. Ball's in play. Oh.
Meanwhile, on the floor is Tovar, who took a complete blast from Frank Taillou.
Yeah, you're going to have to explain it, Craig. I missed it. I was watching the action by the goal.
Well, this was a combination attack here, starting with Donovan playing it off of his target, Bond. Bond then could have left that for Taillou. He scrambled over there. That brought the defense over. But it looked like as the lunging shot block occurred, and that shot block was recorded for Marco Tovar, it looked like he might have hyperextended, stretched a little bit out. Looked like he was in an awkward position.
Just 42 seconds out from the half there.
Tovar can get some extra attention in the locker room.
And it's such a muscle memory sport, right? Whenever your body does something outside the expected or ordinary, it's often tough to be ready for that kind of movement. So it's not necessarily that these guys are done for the night, but they have to take a moment to just reset that thing physically. And that's what we'll see here. Mexico on the restart. Ball's played up. United States brings it back. Bond with it inside. He's going to lose it, actually. Mexico takes over. Opportunity midfield, 30 seconds. Ball's played back. Watch him stall for the final shot. Final shot and a rebound is kind of what you're shooting for here in the indoor game.
Reynoso can help trigger this offense. Let's see if Chapa or Moises Gonzalez can get on a finish here.
Once he played it over, here's an opportunity. Big shot.
Oh, there's that left foot of Aguirre that led the Soccer's director of player personnel, Chiqui Luna, to recruit and sign Emmanuel Aguirre, just 25 years old, to a 5-year contract with the Sockers. Boy, he's got a wicked boot.
8 seconds. Here's your final 5 that we were talking about. Ball's played midfield, Mexico with it. The clock's going to run out, and I'm running out of puns. United States and Mexico. It's been an exciting first half, a lot closer than a lot of the experts thought it might be, as the United States is chasing one. Halftime excitement here in Rio Rancho, and when we return, second half action. I am Fred Slow. Alongside me, my friend Craig Elston, ProView Networks, producing for 11 Sports. We'll see you after the half.
Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. Cuban assessment. Jackson running small. Luis Ferreira. That's on the Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
Love it, Bunny.
I didn't bring a flash drive. I wish I brought a flash drive.
He'll go one-on-one. Martinez with a cut.
Just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds until we return to live action here in the Rio Rancho Star Center. Santa Ana Star Center here in Rio Rancho. I'm Fred Slow, alongside me, my friend Craig Elston. Craig, we got some highlights from the first half. It's what you want to see, and we're going to show it to you, Craig. Let them know how all these 3 goals were scored.
Well, things got started early, but we're going to start by seeing what we came to see, which is Landon Donovan going upper shelf, finishing a turnover at midfield and taking care of business. And the great spacing on left wing by Bond running in to force the defender away from an early commitment that gave Donovan the space to finish. That's what netted things early, but it was Carlos Popper Hernandez who would make it 2-1. Before that, Frank Tayu, a great chance for Team USA, getting it low, the give-and-go try, Donovan wide, and then Tayu hard off the crossbar. Frank doing the airplane, thinking he had scored, but factually he had not. It's the second consecutive match with a crossbar, and Taylor Bond then called for a blue card, rightfully for trucking. Carlos Popper Hernandez takes advantage, beating Resendez with a very deceptive shot inside to the short post. That's what's given Mexico a 2-1 lead with 30 complete, and Fred with 30 left to go.
Yeah, it was an exciting first half here for these two teams. Like we said, we thought Mexico might have the edge talent-wise. We thought Mexico might have the edge skills-wise, but this United States team is playing a special kind of indoor soccer right now. A bunch of young bloods coming together for the first time, and the moment is not bigger than them as they've rose to the occasion. Landon Donovan, obviously the spotlight for all the fans in the building, and the crowd erupted on that goal from Landon Donovan in the first half, which is just about as exciting as it comes down to in this game. That's what you come for. You come to see the big names, and as you mentioned at the time of the goal, his second goal in as many games for Team USA. So he's the guy who's doing it and doing it well, and then this Team USA team with guys like Taylor Bond are going to be able to go out there and produce, and like you said, tune it up with one more, and that one's going to be in Stockton, California next week, with one more game out in front of them before the Australia trip. I think both these teams are going to have a chance to compete against the world.
A different game down there, World Mini Football, and it'll be the same number of players on the floor as we are seeing here tonight, Fred, but it'll be outdoors. It'll be a pitch, not a floor, and with that grass field, there will be no walls. So a very different sport, far more futsal-type possession than using the walls, as Landon, by the way, has done so effectively over the course of this game today. And that's some of the things being evaluated from afar. Phil Salvaggio for USA, Rene Ortiz for Mexico. They're going back and they're watching the film after they watch live play to see moments in the corner, moments of pressure. Do you always use the wall as an outlet, or do you find a way with your foot skill to hold, continue, possess, create space? Of all the players on the floor tonight, Carlos Popper Hernandez has shown he deserves a spot on Team Mexico, because in those tight spaces without walls, he's going to be a player that's going to create mismatches.
And no pun intended, but it's a heady game, isn't it? Like, you have to be out in front of it. You have to have the intellect in the indoor game. And there's a lot of guys who play top tier and top talent outdoor, and they get here, and there may be a mid-level talent because they don't necessarily know way to take advantage of the field itself and way to take advantage of the dasher. And if you're watching at home, maybe it doesn't translate perfectly, but the offensive and defensive thirds have the high-rise boards, and through there you're able to do some exciting and thrilling things. So it's a very neat sport. It's growing immensely. The MASL is stronger than it's ever been. It's wide across the country. My home team, the St. Louis Ambush, is constantly drawing. I know you worked with the Sockers for many years. It is a proud and it is a passionate sport right now, and USA is going to start left or right on your screen. Landon Donovan puts it into play. Mexico right to left. Mexico in the black unis. The United States of America in the white and blue kit. Mexico takes it away midfield, and they're going to be in control.
I remember possession decidedly in Team Mexico's favor. Here's a ball played through.
Opportunity for Mexico is number 17, Edgar Flores. It's a shot on goal, deflected high and wide. It'll be a restart for Mexico.
Yeah, Chapa really got that one through Landon on the near wall as we look down from the corner. Donovan, by the way, wearing that captain's armband today, as he did so often for the U.S. national team.
Restart for Mexico. Ponce with it. Going to start in the lower corner. Near side. Ball's played out. Mexico with it. All the way across, high and wide.
And Contreras had that ball screwball off his foot. Looked like one of your tee shots.
I'm long but not straight. I've said it for years. Resendez is going to clear it. Midfield to Mexico. United States comes away with it. Fortuitous. Haggerty with it. Plays it back. Defensive third. U.S. in possession. This chance of Mexico reigned throughout the Santa Ana Star Center here in Rio Rancho. Ball's played in midfield. USA with it. Plays it back to Resendez.
Our PA announcer doing a great job of keeping the hype going in the arena, but he seems to be a bit of a double agent. He's calling for a chance for both teams.
Jose Resendez, a Chicago Mustang. Shout out to my home state of Illinois. Ball's played up. Opportunity for the United States.
He almost scored a goal. And that would have been one of the great goals in the history of international competition, Fred Slow.
And
as I can do a Bill Walton exaggeration, too.
As I would have been describing my hometown during it, as it was as unexpected to me as any goal I've ever seen. United States with it midfield, played back. Number 22, Sergio Fuentes. New Mexico runner, Sergio Fuentes. Oh, excuse me, 21, Alex Lopez of the Chicago Mustangs again.
Well, Resendez has been impressive. You know, he's a big framed keeper, but he's shown agility.
Mm-hmm.
He's responded to high pressure for the most part so far effectively. Yeah, I'd say that Team Mexico's had some shots that they missed slotting in, and I'm not sure what Graham Florence is showing a card for here.
It's yellow, which is maybe a delay of game, maybe?
They're calling exactly that. It looks like they're calling a delay against Team Mexico's Mitchell Cardenas. And Cardenas must sit out 5 minutes plus the next dead ball subsequent.
I believe a lesson will be learned here. And the lesson is, kids, play by the rules. So it's not going to be a man-down penalty. It'll be 5-on-5 action.
And, of course, that Bond blue card penalty in the second quarter is the reason there's a disparity in score. It was a power play goal by Popper that gave Mexico their current lead. Now, they've put 2 minutes on the board. So apparently this was a blue. We're up in the corner, couldn't see that, but first power play of the night.
5-on-5.
I see 5-on-5. You're right.
We're going to.
There's an errant scoreboard
I think what we'll do.
Notification.
It doesn't matter what others are doing if you know what you're doing yourself.
That's a great point there, Fred.
So we're going to trust our expertise.
That. Our own veteran savvy, yellow.
Craig Elston.
Yes, you're right. It's a great call. Let's just be calm.
Uzi with it. He's going to play it inside.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my
Frank
gosh.
Tayu went for the scissor kick, and both players may be hurt here, Fred.
Ugh.
As Tayu took a chunk out of Emmanuel Aguirre.
I just don't think my groin could stretch that way, Craig.
Yeah, Tayu, I thought that was shin-to-shin contact at pace. Ouch.
And these guys move, specifically when striking the ball, with such velocity, such ferocity.
Yeah,
It's
Frank
a
was trying to hit a
monstrosity.
rocket from side volley there.
Everyone's going to return to and no, they're not. They're going to call for the trainer.
You have to, and Frank
Yeah.
Tayu's hurt. You know, at first it looked like Aguirre took it hard, but really it's Tayu in that situation who's in danger of really hurting something. And it's the foot he's looking at right now, foot ankle area.
So we're going to take a time out of the field. We're going to take one in the boot, too, while Frank Tayu comes to his feet when we return to action. USA chasing Mexico by one, 13:04 here in the third quarter. You're listening to USA versus Mexico on 11 Sports.
Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
Welcome back to indoor soccer action. Team USA taking on Mexico. We're live from Rio Rancho. Just 10 minutes from beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm Fred Slow. Alongside me, Craig Elston. Frank Tayu has made it to speed and made it off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign for the indoor superstar.
Had his boot off, though, and Paul Savage, top trainer in the MASL for the Sockers, is going to show Tayu why maybe he should have solicited San Diego more than Ontario. For sure to get, that's no knock on the Fury.
No.
I shouldn't do that. That's just, we're rivals. We do those things.
Elevate and ice.
Yeah.
Elevate.
Frank's going to be watched here. Let's see when he takes his next shift.
Mexico with it. Reynoso, the goalkeeper, going to play it out. 5-on-5 action here in the third. Ball's played to the far dasher. Mexico still controls. Pretty good little crowd here in Rio Rancho. A lot of excitement for this game. USA with it, plays it back to the goalkeeper. Resendez scans the field, makes the quick pass. It's going to have midfield option taken away by Mexico. This should be a goal. Weird angle. Corralled by the United States. Mexico with the effort. There is something special about Papa Hernandez. Papa Hernandez is on every part of the field at any time of the game.
Resendez did not respond to high pressure well there. Turned it over into a double team. And he was lucky that number 12, David Gonzalez, did not put it inside that near post as opposed to off it.
Donovan maybe takes away opportunity there. Bond plays it. Excuse me, not Bond. Number 17, Hansen, Mark Hansen. Outlet for Mexico. Mexico with it. Offensive third. Inside opportunity. Popper. He shoots. Oh, big save. It's played out to Donovan. Here's that back and forth. USA is looking for Donovan midfield. He's going to play it up. Bond with it. Bond has opportunity on the left-hand side. He's going to let it through. He's going to play it near to the board. Going to try to go midfield. Can't. Mexico takes it away. Not the best pass in the history of indoor soccer. Mexico with it.
Well, there was a moment for Taylor Bond to get on that ball, and that moment elapsed, and then he let it go too far into the corner, at which point the defense could recover. Of course, it's a lot easier to know the right thing to do way up here in the second level on the corner.
Ball's played midfield. Mexico in control. Pressure now from the U.S., which I like. I like this brand of soccer. Miguel Garcia, New Mexico runner, out in front. A little hometown excitement. Ball's played midfield. Pressure from the United States. They take it away.
Nice steal, like Albert Knapp, and then he
Taylor Bond
eats
goes
carpet.
Down. No whistle. Maybe expected a little something there for contact. Didn't get it. Oh, what an aggressive play.
Resendez should not do that again.
Ill-advised. He's able to recover, gets back. Resendez punches it out. Here it is. The opportunity the United States wanted, 2-on-2. They can score here. United States with it, far side. Tries to make the movement inside. They got an opportunity. It's going to be settled by Alex Lopez. He brings it back. Whoa.
Smart play by Lopez. It looked like the rush was on, but then the coverage was there. Settle, possess.
It's peaks and valleys of excitement for this USA team. Ball's played up off the dasher. Opportunity here for Mexico. Oh, in front to Landon Donovan.
He needs to finish that.
He's got to finish that. Big shot up high and deflected to Bray Holloman. Ball still in play. I thought it was out. Taylor Bond with it. Plays it midfield. It's inside the box. Taken by Mexico. One-on-one. Oh, look at that recovery speed. Holloman gets back. He's going to force a pass, which is going to allow the United States to recover. Those are the little ones that don't make the stat book. Landon Donovan takes it away. Plays it back to Resendez.
Terrific work on that attack by number 9, Miguel Garcia, of these New Mexico runners. Letting the ball do the work and turning it into a 2v1, and Donovan was wide open inside the rectangle.
Long clear to Bond. It was played up and out of bounds by Mexico. The United States will take over. Bond's going to argue he's maybe held a little bit, but it was a 2-on-1 there. For him to come out ahead of that would have been a special play.
We see again Donovan coming right down the middle unmarked, gets the ball, just tried to push it into the right corner, off-footed.
And New Mexico runner Miguel Garcia almost had an assist to Landon Donovan. Would you put that one on the mantle? I'm going to keep the ball, coach. Mexico with it. No scoring here in the third quarter. Mexico midfield. Mexico with an opportunity.
Sendes plays comes out.
Oh, my gosh. He has no fear.
No, he's very aggressive in trying to command his area, and he's almost doing it.
Moises Gonzalez, as known by his friends, the secret weapon, the deadly weapon. Don't know if that's true. Restart for Mexico. Gonzalez with it.
Trying to break fiberglass is Gonzalez. The pace of that shot.
That's one. If you do that, you call your mom and you apologize. You say, Mom, I did something bad today.
But again, through Aguirre, Mexico finds tranquility, possession, spacing, and the opportunity to wear down the U.S. I'll say again, Mexico outscored the U.S. 5 of the last 6 in their previous meeting. That's what all of this is designed to do. It's designed for the final 10 minutes of the match.
8:30 here in the third. United States and Mexico both pacing each other very well. Midfield. It's not that it's a pause in action, but it's a reset.
You can't substitute when you're marking like this. This is how you wear down a team. Because no one can get off and be replaced by their runner because they have to mark.
Calculated. United States deflects it up and out of play. It'll be Mexico. Quick restart for Mexico. Or maybe not. Ball's played back. Reynoso with it.
And this is a great example of what we're talking about. Mexico continues to possess. Now, they were just able to change with possession. They've got 3 new pairs of legs out there. Team USA has not been able to change. They're going to get the luck here of the ball deflected out of play.
And I don't know if it was deflected. I think it might be a procedural. But we're going to have an officials timeout first. When we come back, we're going to tell you where they place it. USA versus Mexico. USA chasing 1. You're listening to international indoor soccer action on 11 Sports.
One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
As you often are, Craig, you were correct on the deflection. United States starts with the ball in the defensive third. 7:48 here in the third quarter. USA in control. Talia plays it back to the goalkeeper. Chance of USA in the crowd. I'm a big Hacksaw Jim Duggan fan, so I embrace this.
Hey, maybe you can help me out. They've been chanting United. Is that one of the clubs that's in attendance here?
New Mexico United is our outdoor team in town opportunity for Taylor Bond.
Great opportunity. It was.
And if not Bond, Knapp.
Oh, is that what they're doing? United States. It's a call and response. Okay, thank you so much. We've got big muffs on our ears. Oh, Gonzalez, Moises Gonzalez. The spin, the turn, the finish. Resendez helpless to the result as Team Mexico extends to 3-1.
That's disgusting. That's the grossest thing I've ever seen in person. It's as if his legs wrote in cursive.
From the right elbow, Moises doing it dirty. Such talent on this Team Mexico. Such difficult selections coming up for Rene Ortiz. Who does he take as his final 15 to Australia?
Everyone has an armpit. Only Flores has a leg pit.
Hey, good to see Frank Taillou back out there after taking the hard shot, but he is gimping up the floor, and I don't think we're going to see much more of him.
Only one more warm-up. Mexico attempts to clear, stays in play, headed out.
Frank Taillou clearly favoring his right foot as it was a hop and a skip each time, but now when he tries to control with it, he was able to turn under pressure.
Manny Ajay played it up, and Mexico takes it away. Midfield, USA steals it right back. Quickly lost to Mexico. Maybe a call, maybe not. Midfield with Mexico. Offensive third opportunity here. Right foot, maybe. Right foot, maybe. Right foot, no. Inside shot, rebound, corralled by United States, but somebody lost to Mexico. Mexico takes control of it. And it looks like we're going to get a dangerous play, so it'll be a restart.
Handball down perhaps. But
oh, I apologize.
Resendez right there swinging at a shot at an awkward angle. If the rebound comes in front, it was an open net.
Poor clear there. Mexico with it. Nursing a 2-goal lead. They're going to take over midfield. 6 minutes here in the third.
Really like what I've seen from Team Mexico tonight.
Oh, my gosh. It's a talented squad. You were saying it before the program. You said, this is a talented squad, Fred. Be prepared.
I think it's a club that should be considered in the top 5 for contenders down in Perth, Australia. And I know they want to be a medalist, if not better.
Mexico with a shot. High and out of play.
Cardenas looking to the heavens in dismay.
Resendez got his hands up, but didn't have to. Just a little too much on that one, a little too much mustard on that hoagie. Long clear. Not the first time they've attempted that. Bond just plays it up. Frank Taillou maybe moving a little bit better there. Maybe worked it out in a way, but it's still the limp. I mean, it's prominent at this point.
Yeah. Anytime he tries to accelerate on a straight run, it's not there.
Mexico plays it up. Cleared by the United States. Donovan's going to take over midfield. And he's pulled down. And
Donovan's saying, wait, they fouled me. I thought it's an automatic blue card if they foul me.
And 2,000 people almost rushed the field.
Donovan said, no, wait, didn't you talk to management? Anytime I'm touched, blue card. It's a rule.
It's the LeBron rules. Everyone's familiar with these.
LD's peeved. Did you see how fast he moved that ball over? He's a little ticked right now. He'd like to shoot and score again.
Played it over to Holloman. Holloman with it. Back to the goalkeeper. Then Donovan back to the goalkeeper. Far side. Ball's played up. It's going to go through everyone's legs. Hit the far dasher. It's going to roll safely and quietly. Easiest save of the night for Reynoso. Ball's midfield. Mexico with it. Opportunity here for the visitors. Played to the near dasher. Inside shot on and missed. That should be a goal at any level.
Lovely try by Chapa, who opened the scoring in the Ron Newman Cup final this year for the Monterrey Flash.
He wasn't able to kick that one, but he's going to be kicking himself tonight watching the replay. Ball's played up and out of bounds.
Like a hockey one-timer right there from behind the net to in front for a point-blank shot.
Such a good analogy because my St. Louis Blues, Stanley Cup champions. Any chance I get to mention it. Midfield action. Mexico with it in control. It's 1-on-4 and the U.S. keeps going heels. Inside shot. Big save. I can't get over it. Resendez wearing the 0 tonight is looking like a hero. Don't let these 3 goals fool you. He's playing an excellent game.
Wow, fancy footwork, Chisora. Chad Haggerty dribbles his way out of a double team without ever using the wall. That was sexy.
He thinks he will. Ball's played up. Mexico plays it out of bounds.
And that could be top of the arc for San Diego.
For Team USA.
Team USA. That is
muscle
my
memory.
bad, yes.
It's muscle memory.
I know.
Alex Lopez was nearest, but I don't believe he had it. So I would give it to Landon Donovan because I love poetry.
Arc shot coming for Team USA.
3-man wall. should be a scoring opportunity here for certain. Donovan tries to force it through. A little stubborn on that one, it's not going to get through 3 bodies. Mexico's going to get an opportunity. It's going to take a second midfield, so they're not going to get the odd number rush they thought they would. The United States takes it away.
Nice fitness on the track back by LD.
Played midfield. Okay.
Oh, hey, he's back, folks.
I'm just going to use pronouns to describe this. What? Huh? Who?
The king is who? And Bond sends a man screaming and play on.
Taylor Bond plays it inside. Rebound opportunity by Alex Lopez.
Corner for Team USA, but unlucky bounce. Well, they're going to give it top mark. That's, I don't think, the correct call. However, that was some excellent work out of the corner there by Bond, who's been one of the most active players on the floor tonight for either team.
All right, so Donovan's got to do something a little more creative than trying to bust through the wall. Looks for the clear. There it is, the opportunity. Inside Dasher. Played in the box. Oh, up and high. That's an opportunity. Shot again and wide.
Tayu cannot believe he missed.
Frank Tayu put a little something on it. And Uzi Tayu came in with a little intensity, a little energy there.
Look at Eli Galbraith-Knapp, too, bringing a lot of heart. Part of that undefeated Soccer's 2 club that's going to certainly graduate at least what as Landon Donovan just clapped back to the referee, literally. That could have been a meme.
Often there are players that you need to listen to because of the respect they have in the game. I don't have to tell you that Landon Donovan is one of those guys. Ball's played in the middle. Donovan has it off the Dasher. He's going to settle. Ball's with a little English. Got to stop that thing. There you go, under control.
I got to tell you, I'm loving the game that Donovan's playing tonight. And having watched all of them, I think this is one of the best indoor games he's played.
Opportunity for Lopez. Rear Dasher inside. Frank has it. No, he doesn't. Back to Lopez. Dasher again inside box. Oh, Mexico corrals that as they should. Good indoor soccer. Clear it out. Reset yourself. AJ with it. He's going to play it over. Taylor Bond.
Target play to Frank.
Ball's inside. Played outside to Lopez. Lopez plays it back. 2 minutes, 20 seconds here in the third. Only 1 goal in the second half thus far as Mexico put in a scorcher. Opportunity for the United States. Played off the Dasher. Still in play. Rebound opportunity. Lopez with it off the Dasher again. He's going to go from the side. He might be wrapped up. He's going to come free. Ball played out front. Reset. Holloman with it. Plays it over. Back to Holloman. Donovan comes on. The crowd erupts. Back to Holloman.
It's a really nice run in there by Chad Haggerty. Let's see if he can find himself to the end of a pass. Instead, there's Reynoso playing the angles again. One of the key assets on the floor tonight. Diego Reynoso as calm a keeper, in control as you'll find.
USA takes it away on a long pass as Knapp's able to clear it up front. Turn on and shot by Frank Tayu.
Just hasn't been putting it on net tonight.
He's had opportunity that Uzi Tayo gets 5-hold, recovers. Mexico with it.
However, how about the toughness of Frank Tayu?
Oh, my gosh.
He's taking long shifts and playing hard after really slamming his ankle into his opponent.
He's a $2 steak for sure tonight. Mexico with it.
He's tough?
That is tough, yes. That is the definition.
He's tough.
The $2 steak.
I mean, he's affordable and tasty?
Bottom round,
depends. I mean, you know.
A lot of tendons there.
Across the border, just go sort a little bit of La Frontera. And
talking stew meat here on the broadcast.
Some delicious carne for
40 seconds remaining in the third. Mexico with an opportunity. Shot long and wide. Rebound basically takes the head off of Mexico's number 12. That's David Gonzalez. Haven't called his name enough. He's a rare talent too. Landon Donovan with it. Poses for pictures.
Kind of did look like that, didn't it?
Didn't it?
He went, sure. Grandpa, did you get it? Okay,
yeah.
We're good.
How'd I look? Ball's played midfield. Played up. 15 seconds. Opportunity here for the United States. We can. This would be big. Nope. Mexico's Diego Reynoso.
Tranquilo, he says again. I mean, right now, looking like second man of the match to Popa.
The soccer, excuse me.
Hey, now we're 1 for 1. I like it.
1 for 1, you and I. Mexico lets the clock run dry, nursing a 2-goal lead when we return to action. Fourth quarter here in Rio Rancho, United States chasing 2, Mexico 3, USA 1. Listen to our Pro View podcast on 11 Sports.
One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish. One-on-one. Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
We're back at it, indoor action, international indoor action in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. 10 short minutes outside of beautiful and historic Albuquerque, New Mexico. I am Fred Slow, alongside me, my broadcast partner for the evening, Craig Elston of Infamy. It's a ProView Networks broadcast brought to you on 11 Sports. If you're tuned in on Twitch, find that chat box. Let us know where you're at. Let us know where you're watching from.
Hey, follow me on Twitter at 619 Sports, Instagram 619 Sports and Life. How about you, Fred?
Got a lot of Twitter handles. You can find me on my radio show at TalkABQ or my personal at Fred Slow.
Love it.
You follow me, I'll follow you.
Fair.
Mexico moving left to right on your broadcast. United States moving right to left. Definitely going to put my call of the Landon Donovan goal up on social media because today I became a man. I was today years old when I became a man. My apologies to all the games I called against the Wichita B-52s.
That's not you. You've got to have an underscore or something, don't you, Fred Slow? Because that's no tweets ever.
That's me.
That's you?
That's my fake one. That's the one that no one else buys. So
like, you don't ever tweet from this.
No. At Too Heavy to Skydive is my other one.
Oh, okay.
The number 2 heavy, the number 2 skydive.
That's interesting.
There's a long story behind it, which is not proper for this broadcast.
Fair. Okay, I'll work on that one.
At Talk ABQ, though, we have a lot of fun here in New Mexico hosting the program here. We talk a lot of soccer. We talk Mexico Runner Soccer, who play here at the San Diego Star Center, and so fortunate to be our host for this USA versus Mexico game.
And by the way, for these clubs, as they head to Perth, Australia, where it's going to be 15 hours ahead of West Coast time, what we're doing on the West Coast of Australia, you're going to want to follow Team USA at USA Soccer 567, and that's good on Twitter or Instagram. Those Instagram stories, I think, are going to be big for us.
Yeah, they'll be fun.
Posting those, and then you'll wake up in the morning and get to see what happened.
If you're like me and you're jealous of something, you just follow that IG story. USA needs 2 to tie it up here. We watched the pacing in the first 3 quarters. Wouldn't be surprised if Mexico just tries to stay the course. So they have a lot of ball control, taking opportunities when they come. Outstanding goalie play on both sides for both these teams. Donovan midfield. Even if USA doesn't come away with the win here, Mexico with that opportunity. Far dasher inside third. Shot on goal.
Scored by Jaime Rodriguez, the MASL2 MVP, but set up by Francisco Torres, who went right at Landon Donovan. And by forcing Donovan to commit, created a wide open lane. It really started with the steal and then the pressure on Donovan that allowed the settle. And as Resendez came out, many times the ball's gotten past but gone wide. That time it's in, and Mexico is starting to pull away.
New Mexico Runners' very own Jaime Rodriguez, who I've many times throughout this season broadcasting for the Runners referred to him as my dad. Jaime Rodriguez is my dad. He plays soccer so dang well. 41 goals this past year in MASL 2. Unique talent. If you haven't, take the time, learn him. Because he just scored against Team USA.
Another nifty turn by Haggerty. He's shown well in this match.
He's good looking. He's not Taylor Bond good looking. He's a good looking player.
But I mean, the specific skills he's displayed are the ones that we're looking for.
Absolutely.
In evaluation. You know he's a hard worker. You know he's going to give you all out effort.
Locker room guy.
He's always been a player who, if there was one thing you'd say, it was the finish that sometimes isn't there at the upper level, but that work rate is there. And when you're looking for players, let's say 12 through 15, you're looking for stuff like that.
Well, and I love to use the phrase work rate. If you would please, just for the listener, kind of give a definition of what that is, because that's the new buzzword in indoor soccer. That's what you're always looking for in guys that are competitive.
Imagine if they're all wearing Fitbits. It's going to be the guy who's leading your club in steps.
Mexico with an opportunity, played in front, rebounded out wide. USA with a little pressure. Can't extend the arms. We say it every time. That's Alex Lopez. But, yeah, it's the guy that moves the most, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's the guy that's able to go from one side of the field and back to the other side of the field, and then he has to turn around because something crazy is happening. And can he maintain that pace for 90 seconds, 120 seconds? Because that's what shifts are here. You know, that's what the indoor game is. It's fast bursts and guys who can do it and maintain it at the highest level.
When it's all done properly, it's exactly that, Fred. It's players working as hard as they possibly can for 90 seconds and coming off and exchanging with their line mate. When it slows down and it cruises and a player takes a 3, 4, 5-minute shift, then you start to lose that rhythm as a club. Something to watch.
Escante of Mexico has it. He's marked by Lopez, but he's going to play it. That's such a good pass. Mexico with an opportunity here. This is going to be a goal. Contreras with it. Shoots on and scores.
Give and go to perfection, and it was, again, Contreras forcing the issue by driving right down the middle, laid it off for Rodriguez in the corner. Rodriguez back in front for indoors version of a slam dunk in the sport of arena soccer. And here's Mexico pulling away 5-1 with this goal at 3:59 of the fourth quarter.
Mexico, with all that control for so long in the first 3 quarters, and as you mentioned, as we were talking about at the time, what that does is that really paces the United States, and you lose that, not necessarily energy, but you lose that burst. Your legs start to go. You're getting these longer shifts. And then whenever the fourth quarter does come, well, it's a clinic from there. You're able to do, because you got a little bit more energy than the other guys. You're able to do the game just a little bit quicker for the remainder. United States with it.
Lovely recovery by Uzi. Wide open, Hugo Puentes.
Mexico. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's the finish for Cárdenas, but it's tic-tac goal Team Mexico! The road to Perth is paved with the tears of the United States team as it's 6-1 Mexico running away in the fourth quarter in Rio Rancho.
It's like water on a rock, right? Just takes time.
But we talked about those early investments.
Yeah, we forecasted that.
ROI,
yeah.
return on investment right now for Team Mexico. This is what you want to do. You possess, you wear down, and then you destroy.
Well, and there's something to be said about being able to analyze and go against a team for 3 quarters, 3.5 quarters. The United States obviously wants to talk about it right here, so we're going to have a timeout on the field. When we come back from this timeout, we're going to bring you the remaining 10 minutes and 23 seconds live from Rio Rancho. You're watching international soccer.
Too. We appreciate your listening.
USA versus Mexico on 11 Sports.
Martinez with a cut. Martinez with a finish.
We return to live action here in Rio Rancho. The United States is chasing 5 against Mexico. It's been an exciting one thus far. I'm Fred Slow, alongside me, Craig Elston, bringing you this Game 3 of a 4-game barn burner of a series. All played up. Opportunity here for Taylor Bond. Played into the box and corralled by Diego Reynoso. Ball's played out, Mexico with.
That attack could have been more for Team USA. There was confusion at the door. Chad Haggerty thought he was running off. A pass was then sent his way. Because we're going to get a whistle against Bond. And then as Haggerty stayed on the floor, his running mate took a step on and had to back up to avoid being called for too many men on the floor.
So we're going to restart play. It's going to be brought back to the goalkeeper. This shouldn't be a big deal, but Mexico's going to act like it is. Reynoso with it. I don't yearn to be a lot of things, but the attention that an indoor goalkeeper receives, I've never had in my life. And I want it. I want that attention.
All you have to do is be willing to have a soccer ball shot at you at 75 miles an hour and to relish the attempt.
I don't even drive at 75 miles per hour. Ball's cleared up and out of play, so it's going to restart it at the key for the United States. Let's get one here, they say, as they go to, it was deflected out. Turns out I'm learning the rules. It's year 7 for me, Craig. I've been doing this for 7 years. I'm learning the rules.
We appreciate it.
Ball's restarted for Mexico, or excuse me, USA. Play in midfield. Got their 2 lines.
Looks like it, and Mexico's going to get a high set piece here. Again, the road to Perth, Australia. One more match of these friendlies. It'll be Saturday, September 14th from the Stockton Arena, Stockton, California. Team USA Mexico, 7 p.m. You can get your tickets now. Find out more at USA Soccer 567 on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook as well.
Bond with an opportunity. Shot on, deflected. Big save, and it wasn't Bond. I apologize. Number 17 for America, Mark Hansen.
Right into Reynoso, but again, strong with his hands.
Play
and
back.
His feet. Basically, he's good.
Yes, he is the definition of very good. Ball's played up. Donovan midfield, he has it. Play it back, set yourself. A little streak there. You got an opportunity if you see it. Oh, I thought they had on the inside dasher. Ball's played back. Missed opportunity there for USA. Resendez with it. Get across. Stays in play again, and then out.
It's the difference of a quality pass because Taiyu was actually sprung on the near wall if the pass gets there on the floor. It hopped, bounced, and went out of play.
The same as my autobiography, missed opportunities. Ball's in play. I was misquoted in that autobiography, Craig. Landon Donovan with it. Ball's played up front. Donovan tries.
Now.
No, he's tough.
He was bumped because
He's
Reynoso definitely brought the ball outside his area.
Mexico with it. Scoring opportunity, but it's just wide. Papa Hernandez is going to do that thing, but he has it taken away.
He wants a hat trick.
He does. The crowd wants him to have it. 6-1. We're under 8 here in the final quarter of action. Don't think we'll see a golden goal overtime opportunity tonight.
Well, it'd be some kind of show if they did.
Uzi Taiyu with it. Play it back.
Yeah, when you're evaluating a number of players from the second league, the development league, as Team USA is doing here tonight, this one they're trying to chip the keeper. What you're going to get a lot of hard work. You're going to get a lot of pressure. You're going to get a lot of defending.
Yeah.
You're not going to get a lot of finish.
No.
And with Frank Taiyu being shut out for what could be the second straight game for Team USA, a guy they kind of need to score a hat trick to be competitive, it's been tough for Team USA to find that finishing touch.
Alex Lopez with the opportunity, plays out the back dasher. It's cleared outside. Miguel Garcia, the runners, had a chance there, couldn't capitalize. Ball's played up. Uzi Taiyu. Talk to me a little bit about Frank Taiyu and how he's going to deal with this mentally, because he's a guy who's used to putting the biscuit in the basket.
Well, Frank is the kind of guy that he is a professional football player, whether it's indoors, outdoors, or whether it's USL, MASL. Where's the game? Where do I need to show up? Uzi, tell me when the flight is, and I'll be there. They always work in tandem. Taiyu almost is his manager cohort, and Taiyu's going to just find a way. He's going to keep battling and try and score the next shift, maybe right now.
USA with it. The in question Frank in possession. Frank Taiyu with it, does that little thing. 2 defenders. They take it away from him. That's a numbers game there. USA gets it on the comeback. You can't use the upper body. That's when the whistle blows.
But Taiyu looks back in disbelief because it was also the excellent sell from Jaime Rodriguez, who felt a brush and then twisted and fell to the ground. It's always that little extra twist.
You're talking about my dad, Jaime Rodriguez. Mexico runner's own.
I forgot about that.
Yes. United States has it. Long clear. Frank Taiyu with an opportunity. It's taken away by Mexico. Midfield settled. A little bit of pressure. I believe that's Alex Lopez.
It was Taiyu posting up, and it was Emmanuel Aguirre defending and getting the ball in the air first. And Aguirre versus Taiyu is going to be a one-on-one we're going to see in the Pacific Division of the MASL 6+ times next year.
Sergio Fuentes, the New Mexico runner, is on for the United States right now, playing midfield. Mexico in control and possession. 6 minutes remain here in the fourth. It's been a fun night of soccer here in New Mexico. Mexico with it. Scoring opportunity. Take their time. USA a little more heels than you'd like to see at this point. Up and perhaps out of play. No, stays in play. It's fought for. Multiple headers. Mexico can settle. They do. Ball's midfield. Torres with it. He's going to play it over. It's going to deflect long and wide into the goalkeeper. Reynoso is going to let the clock bleed a little bit here.
That's exactly what he's doing. You know, the more you watch him, if he was on your team, he'd be your favorite player, Diego Reynoso. And he's so skilled, it makes it like you have an extra defender in the back at all times. Great pass. Here's Puentes.
Fuentes with an opportunity. Good defensive effort out in front by USA.
AJ cleared it off the line.
Landon Donovan with it. Just to piggyback Reynoso and what he's done tonight. The 1 goal scored against him was by international soccer Hall of Famer, superstar, and all-time legend Landon Donovan. Just to put that in perspective.
Yes. That's a guy who knows how to score. He actually had a chance for 1 or 2 more. And still may have another chance left 5 goals in indoor, certainly not impossible, but you got to find something quick.
USA plays it up high.
Oh, hey, yeah,
okay.
that's a foul. 2 hands in the back of Reynoso outside the area.
Mexico runners Miguel Garcia don't extend the elbows. Let me teach you how to cheat.
A shout out to our men in pink tonight, led by Graham Florence on the floor. Refereeing indoor soccer, never easy. I once asked Ryan Sigich, who's the director of referees on the MASL podcast, what determines what color you guys wear out? And it's just whim, as it turns out. I thought, oh, well, if this team's blue and this team's yellow, you're going to wear green.
That's what I would have thought, contrasting.
And I mean, essentially, I'm sure referees generally use that common sense, but basically it's whatever the refs want to wear.
Oh.
How about that?
Almost wore pink tonight. That's just not true. I don't know why I said that.
I love to wear pink. Nice pink with a bright blue suit.
Ooh.
Some pink and purple socks.
That's okay. I wore my America socks tonight, but after this performance, don't know if I'll be showing them.
Well, your other team, like Landon Donovan did for Wells Fargo, you can say your other team is Mexico.
Mexico in control. Midfield. It's
lovely.
An excellent pass.
Just too high. And if this arena, like the San Diego Sports Arena, now named Pechanga Arena San Diego, had the fiberglass above the frame, that would have been a rebound right through the middle. Instead here, nestled softly out of bounds.
Some of these outlets from USA, it's like trying to hit a two-run dinger with no one on base. Mexico with it, midfield.
There's just no structure for Team USA.
No.
Ooh. Eli Galbraith just
caught the turf,
put
perhaps.
himself, I think he did, and he put himself into the board pretty hard. Looked like the side of the head, and Paul Savage is going to come out right away.
They're going to pull a blue card here. They're going to say there's a little more contact than maybe necessary, and Nap's going to be attended to by the trainer.
Let's take a look at that one again if you can, because I'd like to see. I thought Eli put himself in the board, but where was the contact initiated, and did it lead him to be off balance? As the ball got moved around. Eli's back up, and that's great news. Now we'll see it here. I really don't see the contact whatsoever. Roberto, it's Ercion Ponce, number 8, that's going to be sent into the sin bin, but this is, to me, a free power play for Team USA. No disrespect to Eli taking a bump on the boards, but I think he lost balance and put himself in the boards there and got a blue card for it.
USA takes over after the restart, so we can have a 5-on-4 opportunity, scoring opportunity, which is good for both teams, really, in this exhibition, because you want to be able to figure out what you can and cannot do on the offensive and defensive penalty kill or power play.
Also gives you 2 straight minutes to Landon on the floor.
USA with it, over to Donovan. Donovan in control. Can play it to the near side. Haggerty with it, just had a hell of a game. Played over to Bond. It's in the air tonight here in Rio Rancho.
You see with Donovan, he can just so smoothly manipulate the ball around. Every pass on target.
Uzi Tayo with it. He plays it out front. Haggerty with it. Haggerty settles. Fakes the shot. Goes to the left. Finds the pass. That's into Frank. Frank shoots and scores.
What a setup by Chad Haggerty and Tayu, who has been rocking the crossbar like the Clash rocked the Casbah. Instead, finds the inside of the PVC here at Santa Ana Star Center, and that's a power play goal for Team USA.
Frank Tayo has had a lot of opportunities tonight. He capitalizes there with 2:19 remaining in the fourth, so be prepared to be excited. Chasing only 4 USA, knocking on the door of Mexico. And I love the competition here. I love how competitive this is because Mexico goalkeeper Diego Reynoso really wanted to keep it at that 1 goal.
Well, Mexico was on a run of 5 goals consecutive. They finished the previous match with 4 goals unanswered. They wanted it to be 5 unanswered tonight, but instead there's the answer. It's Taiyu, but you're not trying to puff up number 87 for the San Diego Sockers, who played in 1 match last year and got a goal and 2 assists that match. His 3.0 goal points per game nearly led the league when all was said and done. Taiyu crept ahead of him, but Haggerty again showing tiptoe control, moving that ball right to left to right, and back, and he got Taiyu down in the corner. I tell you, that pocket, Taiyu knows how to score from there, and that's why we saw on the other end of the floor him putting his hands to his head in dismay. He got a ball in his pocket before, and he shot it wide. He normally gets that, probably 70% he puts that in.
And I had a chance to catch up with Haggerty before the game. We were in the locker room doing that media thing that we do, and he was loose and looking comfortable, and we were joking because, like you said, they're doing the special exhibition jersey tonight, and guys aren't wearing their traditional number, and there's something kind of fun about that, isn't there? There's some kind of fun about getting outside the normal and the expectation, and these guys were here to entertain the crowd, and although they're chasing 4 right now, they've definitely put on the show that Rio Rancho, New Mexico deserve, because this has just been an outstanding showcase of indoor soccer.
And don't forget, you can see it one more time in Stockton. Could it possibly be Landon Donovan's final ever match on U.S. soil of any sort?
I'm making the trip. That's it.
Stockton Arena, get your tickets. That's Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Coast time. Saturday, September 14th.
Give me the national credit card. I'm charging this flight.
Should also be as close as possible to the top selection squads for Team USA in Mexico. I know Team USA wants to use that weekend to train in addition to playing. For example, tonight, most of this club arrived like this afternoon in state for this game. They were out of state.
Well, and we discussed it's important to put these guys a little bit through the ringer. It's important to give them some obstacles to overcome, on the pitch, and they're able to do that whenever you put these variables in, and there's not necessarily a direct flight as the 6th attacker comes
Haggerty's the 6th attacker now.
He's my favorite player. Sorry, Jaime Rodriguez. But there's not necessarily a direct flight here to Albuquerque, New Mexico. I live here. I'm aware.
Yes.
So they had to go through a little trial, a little tribulation to make their way here, but they did, coming in this afternoon and put it on this display as 1 minute remains here in the 4th. USA has it. Frank Taiyu with it. Turns and shoots, deflected wide by Mexico defender. Mexico with it.
That was good. Geary with that block shot.
Donovan with it. I like this here. Just 50 seconds remains in this matchup. Taylor Bond with it. Turns, shoots, scores.
Nice finish for Taylor Bond.
Well, it started with the 6th attacker. Chad Haggerty was able to get it back into the offensive third.
I believe it was a Donovan assist on that as we look it back. Down to a 3-goal match now. Well, that's Holloman on the trigger. So Holloman gets the ball down low. Bond, who really struggled with the finish, was kind of snake bit during the course of his inaugural soccer season. Scores here with 51 seconds left. Hopefully that gets him triggered for Team USA.
Team USA, just like my local mall, closing the gap. So they chase 3 now. Mexico with 6. Opportunity.
And they chase 4 now. 2 for Cardenas, who says, settle down, folks. We're in control. Mexico wins.
Team Mexico stretches it to 7. The T-shirts are on the field. It's about as good of a night as I've ever had calling indoor soccer. There's a lot of fun in the building. There's a lot of talent showcased. I can't give you an official stat, Craig. I've called, 100 games, maybe more. Thank you very much. Thank you to Team USA for allowing me the opportunity.
That's been fun. I agree, and I return it, my friend. Look forward to being back in the ABQ when I can do more than go to bed because we got a 4 a.m. call to the airport.
The clock is running as the ball is out of bounds.
So we kind of just ambushed the town of Albuquerque today, in and out.
Yeah. 25 seconds remain. Taylor Bond with it. Put one more in the book. Looks a little more respectable at the end of the night. He was playing for the box score. These guys are getting real excited. Taylor Bond having a conversation with Mexico's number 3, Ray Contreras.
Corner kick. Ray not happy.
No.
But I think the corner is now properly called. It was. So he should be happy.
Here's the restart for USA. A chance to put one more in. Frank Tayu. Oh, he can just do it from anywhere, can't he? Taylor Bond with it. Puts the body up. Mexico clears, and the clock runs out on this one. An exciting night of indoor action here in Rio Rancho as Team Mexico visits the United States and triumphs over the red, white, and blue 7-3. Craig, it's as you expected and you predicted before the game. Anything you see you wanted to spotlight or stood out?
Well, for me, let's talk about both clubs. For the victors, Team Mexico, a lot of things for Rene Ortiz to watch and enjoy from afar. And I think he's got some extraordinarily difficult choices coming up because clearly Team Mexico has about 20 guys who deserve the trip.
Yes.
To Australia. But you've got to talk as we speak about another clinical performance here, more about system. Team Mexico has a system, and we've seen it now go from okay in Ontario to very good in Boise.
Correct.
And I thought tonight they were near flawless with just a couple of exceptions, running the show, controlling the pace, all the while saying we're going to take the air out of the ball in the first half, we're going to keep the score low, we're going to possess, we're going to wear them down, and we're going to beat them in the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is not going to be close. 4 goals in the fourth quarter for Mexico. Team USA gets too late to correct the narrative a little, but really the story is Mexico did exactly what they came to do, and this is without first team All-MASL San Diego Soccer's leading scorer, Brandon Escoto. Top defender, Cesar Cerda. Top midfielder, Pollo Ruiz. And I can actually list off like 4 or 5 more guys who are guarantees to make the team.
Right.
That aren't here today. So great shows. In particular, I think Aguirre again showed brilliantly. Emmanuel Aguirre in the back. Reynoso showed he's got to be their keeper. And Carlos Papa Hernandez.
Yeah, that would be
really put a stamp.
That's your spotlight.
Yeah, on I need to be selected. You need to take me to Perth because
Yeah.
I've got the foot skill, the ability to break down a guy in a phone booth and get past him, and that's how you're going to score in Australia.
Yeah, Mexico has a lot of good problems to have right now with their squad, and obviously they're going to face very well at the big competition coming October. The United States, the spotlight obviously Landon Donovan, as we all expected it would be, but a guy that maybe crept out a little bit that I was surprised by was number 8, Chad Haggerty. I thought he had a hell of a game tonight. The kid is obviously a competitor. He went out there, he did it the way you want to see it done while you're competing. Anyone else off this USA roster that you think might be able to do it just a little bit better, given a little more opportunity?
Well, I thought this was a good game for Taylor Bond. Taylor Bond knows his role with the San Diego Sockers, which is to be that muscle guy, the player who comes out hard. He's willing to make contact, take some key fouls, make some smart fouls, maybe take a blue card during the course of a match, but be that physical presence. Here, the Team USA needs scoring.
Yes.
From Taylor Bond. And to get a goal tonight, to see how active he was, there's going to be moments as his vision can expand and he can actually play with these players in consecutive days and practice and find that rhythm. I think Bond showed well tonight. I thought both the Sockers' 2 guys, you mentioned Haggerty, Eli Galbraith-Knapp, had good moments tonight for Team USA as well. And you know, the Tayus are always going to be out there and compete. I thought DeBray Holloman actually played pretty well for Team USA. And then you've got a list of combine guys who went out there and gave it their all, locals who battled hard and had the chance to play with Landon Donovan. What a special experience for them in their lives. And hopefully that, while it's not going to give them a ticket to Perth, hopefully it gives them a chance to really step up, whether it be from PASL to M2 or to maybe get a shot in the MASL.
And I agree completely, and I'd be ill-served if I didn't pay a little homage to the guys from here in Albuquerque that I'm so fortunate to broadcast for all year long. So that's Miguel Garcia, played for Team USA, and Sergio Fuentes. Obviously both outstanding efforts by those guys. My dad, Jaime Rodriguez, is just an excellent talent. He was able to score a little goal tonight. So we got some guys doing some cool things here in New Mexico. So if you're a big indoor soccer fan and you're from the town, check that out. Thanks for doing it tonight with me, Craig. It was a big deal to me.
Well, and let's just say a shout out to Andres, who
Andres Trujillo, yes.
is really doing a great job. And, man, you can just tell this guy has a big heart, and he is working hard, and I want to see him be very, very successful.
Owner of the New Mexico Runners, our MASL2 team here in Rio Rancho. Yeah, it's a special thing, and like I said, the fans come out and support. The city comes out and supports. Indoor soccer is on a rise right now that I'm excited to see where it plateaus.
And one last note, as we sign off, these players who just battled and sweated and are sore are sitting down along card tables so that they can sign autographs for just about every last person in this arena. It will be for every last person who wants it in this arena. And to me, that's what makes indoor soccer so special. You'll never have more accessibility to the athletes you love to get a chance to have those touch points, interactions, selfies, IG stories, autographs, everything you can imagine. It's all about to happen. And most of the kids who leave tonight might remember Mexico won, will not remember the score, are about to make their memory right here.
Yeah, it's about the emotion of it, because that's what you're going to communicate to your friends and your family outside of here. We had an exciting night of soccer action. Team USA nets 3, Mexico nets 7 as they come out victorious for ProView Sports and 11 Sports. I'm Fred Slow, alongside me, Craig Elston. Good job, everyone. GG.